guys, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. Today is a totally different type of video. We are doing meal prep. So I am prepping my lunches, and Piper's on my table. Seriously guys. My lunches, some snacks, Jayme's lunches. It's gonna be so much fun, totally different than what I normally do. You guys have been asking for more food related videos, so here you go. So we're gonna prep away. I'm making pineapple and chicken wraps, and I am going to be using the Extreme Wellness, the Olay wraps. And I have 1 cup of rice going in the back, and then about 2 chicken breasts cooking in the front with a tablespoon of oil. Now I'm going to cut up and drain the pineapple. I typically would have bought in the tidbits, but Aldi doesn't carry tidbits, so I just bought the chunks. So I am just gonna cut them in half, and then I'll be adding them to the chicken. Before I add them to the chicken, I do drain it, which you don't see, just because when you cook the chicken, it adds a lot of juices. So I drain them, then I'm adding the pineapple. Now I'm adding a 1/4 cup of sweet and sour sauce and some cayenne pepper. You can make it as spicy or as bland as you want. You don't have to add the cayenne, but I like a little bit of a kick. Now I'm just going to make sure that the rice is all cooked and add a little bit to each dish. And then I'm going to assemble everything when I get to work. I like to have it all separated, and then I'm going to make my wrap. I add a little of rice, a little bit of chicken, and pineapple mixture for each one, so it's the perfect little amount. Now I'm going to make some ranch dressing. So I have this ranch dry mix from last week with some non-fat Greek yogurt, and I'm just going to do a cup of it. So I'm just going to do it on the food scale. If you can see here. Here is the Greek yogurt. We're going to use 1 cup of Greek yogurt. I like using a food scale just because you can make it as accurate as you need it to be, and you don't have to dirty another dish with a measuring spoon, so it makes it super easy and accurate. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of ranch dry mix. This is such a great recipe. It's one of my favorites. And if you want, you can make it as thin or as thick as you want. This does make a very thick dip, but I like my ranch thick when I use it with veggies. So if you want to thin it out, you can use almond milk or some regular yogurt that is also fat-free, so that it can be any consistency that you want. So it's super versatile, and it's so delicious on carrots, celery sticks, any type of veggie like peppers, however you want to make it. For snacks this week, I'm going to do some cantaloupe. So I always like to have a plastic bag just for the rinds and the seeds. And let's see how this one is. Oh, this is Alright, so I have a cheesecake going in the oven, so I'm going to start on Jayme's meal prep for, not his meal prep, his lunch prep for tomorrow. I usually make his 1 day at a time, or sometimes I do chicken for 2. So I'm going to do a measure on the food scale. He gets chicken as well, so we're going to do 2.5 ounces. This is the bow tie pasta, so we will get that ready, and then let's start on the chicken. Alright, and then we're going to cook the chicken in the air fryer. This is my new wave chicken air fryer. So we do all the way up to 390 for like 13 minutes. We'll get that preheating. I'll explain this. So we have the Parmesan crusted chicken tenders. These I absolutely love. They are high in points, but Jayme is not on Weight Watchers. So I'm going to do, it was like a waste of preheating it. I'm going to do 4 tenders because I'm going to do, we'll get 2 2 for each day, and I will do 2 days here. Sometimes fitting them all is hard, so you want to let her even layered. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 days worth of chicken, so 2 for each day. 13 minutes, perfect. And then it'll let me know when it's done. I always rinse his pasta with cold water just so it stops cooking. It seems to be a lot better the next day. So I just rinse it with cold water, and then I add some butter and Parmesan cheese. This is me shaking it really, really fast. So we have some butter at the bottom, and I toss it in the butter so that it gets coated. And then I'm trying to do this one hand, sorry, it's all over the place. Oh my. And then I add some Parmesan cheese. So it's all delicious, and then another pad of butter on top so that when he cooks it in the microwave, it melts down on it. So it's lots of butter and super, super healthy, right guys? Chicken is done, so I'm gonna put half in his container and then half in the container for tomorrow. And that's what it looks like. Oh man, that looks good. All right, and then for Jayme's lunch, we get some cheese. He loves the Cracker Barrel, but he can't tell the difference from the sharp cheddar from Aldi. So I just cut up like 5 to 10 pieces for him. Excuse my dishwasher in the background. I wrote a little love note for him. On there, then his cheese and a Hershey Kiss, and that is his lunch every day that he brings it. And like I said before, our agreement is, or not our agreement, but he does lunch 2 days a week for that I make from home, and then the rest of the days that he is in the office, then he goes out to lunch with his friends. All right guys, that is it for the week. I am so excited about these lunches. This pineapple chicken with cayenne smells so good. I cannot wait to dive in. At lunch tomorrow, it's gonna be so delicious. So guys, let me know if there's any other videos that you want. I'm thinking about doing a video of like all of our dinners, because you guys see our Aldi hauls and you say, how do you keep them so low? So I wanna show you our dinners of what we're eating for dinner, what we're eating for snacks and everything. So let me know what you guys want. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.